Today we're making deliciously creamy chicken strips in a mushroom sauce and super quickly. And I recommend some good rice to go with it. Welcome! It looks quite extensive now, but it's actually pretty simple because everything goes into one pot. Chicken breast, fresh brown mushrooms, then we have onions, garlic, and spring onions. We need a bit of oil for frying and a little paprika. Our sauce is made from cream and vegetable broth. We're adding a few peas and a bit of lemon to give it a little more zest. We're thickening our sauce with a bit of cornstarch. And as my mentor always said, every ox is happy about something green. That's why we're adding a sprig of parsley on top. We're starting with the chicken breast fillet because it needs to be seared. So I prefer to cut the chicken myself. That way I know what I've bought. And we're going to sear it now. And for that we're using the high-sided pan because we'll be able to place everything together wonderfully later on. We're waiting for the pan to get really hot. So if you look closely, you'll see that our oil has no binding left here. And it's really spreading out nicely. That's also a good sign that the pan is hot. Now we're adding our chicken meat in there. And just like with goulash, don't stir everything right away, but spread it out. Because if you stir or toss a lot right now, you'll just have coldness in the pan. But we want to use the good material of our high-sided pan to get some color here. You can see our pieces of chicken are starting to turn a bit white. Can we take a look underneath? Let's take one for a taste. There's color in the stem. Now we have enough heat here that we can stir a bit. However, the other sides still need to be seared. Even color, that's what we want. We want color, and we've got it. But we don't want to completely burn it here because the chicken should still stay a bit juicy. I'm seasoning it at this point. Give it one more toss, and now we're taking this out. Back on the plate. We're adding the remaining oil to our pan. And now we're going to add our garlic. The pan is still nice and hot, and I keep hearing many chefs say, oh, the garlic burns. And to prevent it from burning, we're going to add the onion on top. And we're sweating the onion as well. That way nothing can go wrong. And we won't drown our garlic in onion juice. That looks pretty good already. And what are we doing to make sure the onion doesn't burn? Exactly, we're adding our mushrooms in now, because they bring so much moisture in the end that nothing can go wrong here. And we're even drawing out a bit of water from the mushrooms by salting them now. Super quick cooking, as you can see. Nothing can go wrong. If you've prepared everything a bit, give it a toss. And so we're going to cook the mushrooms until they're fully done. When the mushrooms have collapsed like this, it's the best moment. I keep saying we should try one. It's so deliciously hot. If the mushroom is so delicious that you want to gobble it up like that, then you'll also get the perfect sauce. And now we're going to whip them up. Our paprika powder should always be sautéed. And we're going to do that here with our mushrooms so they get a bit of warmth. To bring out the flavors, we're adding our spring onions now for the same reasons. It shouldn't overcook, but it should definitely get a bit of heat. And we're definitely over 100 degrees here. This way the spring onions also get a bit heat and take on a completely different texture. That will be over soon when we add our vegetable broth here. And that's what we're doing now. Now we can add our thawed frozen peas. Look here, see how much this is going to be. Really great. A little splash of lemon juice. Not too much. We're waiting for this to come to a boil again. And you see, we've only used one pan the whole time. We've made use of the temperature. This all goes super quickly. We haven't been cooking for even a quarter of an hour yet. Now we're adding part of our cream so that it can come to a boil as well. And we're adding the remaining cream to our cornstarch and stirring it until smooth so we can use it to thicken things up. So now we can thicken this up a bit with the cornstarch. We're waiting for the cornstarch to do its job and thicken the sauce. And if it's too thin, we can always add something to it. Taking it out is really, really bad. And just like that, we have our sauce ready. It should always be a bit thick because we're making a sliced dish. If the sauce is too thin, it won't stick to the meat. We can add our chicken at this point. Just give it a stir, and we can invite our guests to the table. Such a wonderful, simple dish. Barely any work, quick to cook, and super tasty. And as promised, little green on top of the rice. If you like it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I wish you all an incredible time recreating this and a good appetite. Bye, dear ones.